The Whistler Bike Park is considered to be the best bike park in the world. But along with those massive jumps and drops come exorbitant prices. From park passes to food to hotels, one could easily blow a few $1,000s after only a week here. So I'm here to save you from financial ruin, to stretch your dollars so you have the best time in Whistler possible without breaking the bank. When planning a trip to Whistler, the first thing you got to think of is when. Too early, and the trails will be snowed in. Too late, well, the same problem. The prime time to visit is somewhere between July and September. This way, the trails up in the Alpine, like Top of the World and Lord of the Squirrels, will be open. But if you want to get really particular, September is where it's at. The weather will be just right. Not too cool, not too hot. The crowds after Crankworks will have died down, and the kids will be back in school. If you plan to spend more than 5 days in the park, you can get the best deal on a ticket. The Fall Pass will give you unlimited riding for $390. If you plan on riding for less than 6 days, you're better off buying single tickets. Buying multi-day passes does not save much money and only serves to lock you into riding park. Should you get injured or just want to do something else, you'll be stuck with tickets you can't use. If you're not sure about riding the park in the first place, you can buy an upgradable 3-lap sampler ticket for $51. And as for actually buying tickets, you can load your card online without visiting the ticket office, all while saving $3 in the process. But before you buy tickets, you actually have to get here. Whistler is about 2 hours north of the Vancouver airport. Some might choose to rent a car, but that's going to cost you a minimum of $500 a week, plus gas and insurance. The trick is to take a shuttle. $75 will get you from the airport to Whistler. If you take the SkyTrain to downtown Vancouver, the shuttle from there is $35. The only problem with the shuttle method is that it limits your options when it comes to lodging. Hotels in the village will cost you about $170 a night, plus parking. There is a Japanese-style capsule hotel that is about $75 a night, and if you're willing to take the bus, there are a few hostels around for $50. If there's a big group of you, renting a condo can be a good option. However, if you do have a vehicle, camping is cheap. Calcheck, a campsite 15 minutes out of town, goes for $15 a night. Camping within Whistler will be about $70 a night. Food is also overpriced in Whistler. Groceries are marked up around 20%. As a result, you're better off shopping in Vancouver or Squamish before you arrive. The restaurant scene is a bit rough as well. Going out for a burger and beer will cost you at least $30. But if you check out whistlerbites.ca, you can see which restaurants have specials going on. As for lunch between laps, well, 2 slices of pizza and a drink will cost you $12. But if you ask for the secret day-old slices at Misty Mountain or Avalanche, it'll only cost you $1 a slice. Misty will even heat it up for you. Heading to the market in town for a wrap or sandwich isn't a terrible idea either, and the prices at the fast food restaurants are what you're used to. It's well known that Whistler's tough on bikes. With big holes, brake bumps, and technical terrain everywhere, it's important to bring the right tool for the job. Technically speaking, you could bring any bike, but you're going to have a better experience with a full suspension bike. And while I'm personally fine with a 150mm trail bike, I know many that would not ride anything less than a downhill bike. Tires are also important. Using a heavier casing on your rear tire can help prevent flats. But I hear you saying, can I bring my hardtail? Yes, you can. Just be prepared to replace your rear wheel at some point, as it'll be taking big hits day in, day out. Hardtails are also harder on your body, meaning there's a good chance you'll have to throw in the towel before the day is up. If you don't want to abuse your own bike, there are many rental shops throughout the village. A decent downhill bike will go for about $150 a day. Okay, now that we've got this all figured out, let's go send it on A-line. Actually, don't do that. Jumping into A-line and getting hurt right off the bat is a good way to ruin your vacation. Luckily, there's a lot to progress on. Crank It Up with its smaller jumps is a perfect warm-up. From there, Seymour's slightly bigger jumps give a similar feeling to A-Line. After that, check out Cat's Meow. Cat's Meow. A trail that features side-by-side A-Line style jumps. From there is the Gatorade Drop Zone and the A-Line Rock Drop Simulator, which will get you ready for the actual A-Line Rock Drop. And if you're having trouble with a feature, talk to someone who's done it before.
No brake, huh? No brake.
Most people will be happy to tow you in.
Whoa!
The key here is to have fun and stay out of the hospital.
Nice! That was good! Nice!
And speaking of Canadian hospitals, yes, they do take credit cards. Visitors from outside of Canada should get travel insurance that covers mountain biking.
Oh, case. Oh!
If you don't, your cheap vacation could turn into the most expensive ever. And now for the next money-saving tip you're probably going to ignore. Don't ride the bike park, especially on weekends. It's amazing to me how many people come to Whistler and only ride the park. They skip right past the famous North Shore woodwork of North Vancouver. They cruise past the world-class slabs in Squamish. And they ignore the alpine epic, Lord of the Squirrels in the Whistler Valley. All these places have world-class riding, won't cost you a dime, all while avoiding the horrendous weekend lines at the bike park. You'd have to be insane to skip this stuff. And there are a lot of other cheap things to do around Whistler. Window shopping at the many bike shops around the village is a great way to sample a large range of gear. The library is a great spot for free Wi-Fi and to get some work done. The rec center has a hot tub, steam room, sauna, and of course showers. Parking is free in lots 4 and 5 in the shoulder seasons, and always free in Creekside. Lost Lake is a popular spot to relax under the sun. But my favorite way to chill out is a float down the River of Golden Dreams, a lazy river connecting the Alta and Green Lakes. So there you have it. September is the best time to visit Whistler. The trails are open, the weather is good, and the pass is cheap. If you've got any more Whistler tips and tricks, share them down in the comments. And I've also got to give a shout out to my buddy Damien. He spent over 100 days in the bike park this year on a tight budget, and he provided a lot of tips and tricks for this video.